Welcome to MKT363E Services Marketing. In this video, we discuss how to reduce churn drivers. By the end of the video, you will be able to describe the factors that cause consumers to switch to a competitor and also explain the strategies to reduce customer defections. To reduce churn, it is first necessary to conduct a churn diagnostic, then address key churn drivers, implement complaint handling and service recovery, and finally, increase switching costs. We will discuss these in the next few slides. Conduct churn diagnostics. Why do customers switch? One study shows that 44% of respondents cited core service failures as the main reason for switching. Core service failure includes mistakes or technical problems with the service itself, billing errors, or service catastrophes. For mistakes, it could be like when a customer sends the car for servicing due to a problem and the problem is not fixed. Service catastrophes are worse in that not only did the service fail, it also caused damage to the customer's person or possessions. Examples could include plastic surgery procedures that go drastically wrong or damage to one's goods by a mover. Service encounter failures are due to interactions between service staff and customers. It was the second largest category of service switching mentioned by 34% of respondents. Employee responses to service failure also affected switching. The switching was not due to the failure itself, but due to employee handling of such failures. Taken together, service failure and recovery is the major driver of customer switching. Other reasons could include pricing issues. Sometimes customers may feel that the price is unfair or it's too high, or that pricing is deceptive and that not all known prices were mentioned up front. It could also be due to the inconvenience of going to the service, which could be due to things like location or having to wait, or customers could switch because they found some better service from a competitor. Other reasons include involuntary switching, like when a provider has closed or a customer has moved further away, or even unethical problems by hard selling by providers, for example. Address key churn drivers. Ways to reduce churn would include improving service quality by reducing core service failures and also unresponsiveness to service failures. This might involve staff training or change of scripts or re-examination of service processes. Customer inconvenience can also be reduced. The internet helps in this through the provision of information on the website or even allowing customers to make purchases on the website. Retailers, including luxury brands like Tiffany & Company, have enabled online purchasing to increase convenience. Since customers sometimes switch due to unfair and deceptive pricing needs to be transparent. For example, some travel agencies that offer lower price packages for tours may not include many of the visits in the price. You don't know until you're on the trip that you need to pay for certain trips or visits. If you do a comparison, it may actually then be more worth it to sign up for a more expensive tour package that includes everything. Lastly, if customers have to call the call center to terminate a service, like in a mobile phone package or a banking service, safe teams could be deployed to recover the service and hopefully retain the customer. The main job of safe team employees is to listen to the customer's needs and issues and try to address these with a key focus of retaining the customer. Reduce churn drivers. Companies can also reduce churn by implementing complaint handling and service recovery procedures. Effective complaint handling and excellent service recovery are important to keep unhappy customers from switching providers. We will discuss this topic in detail in subsequent videos. Finally, companies can increase switching costs, which discourage customers switching. Many services have natural switching costs. For example, It's a lot of work for customers to change their primary banking account, especially when many direct debits, credits, and other related banking services are tied to their account. Switching costs can also be created by having contractual penalties for switching, like in the telco industry. However, firms need to be careful so that they are not seen as holding their customers hostage. A firm with high switching barriers and poor service quality is likely to generate negative attitudes and bad word of mouth. In this video, we have examined how we can reduce churn drivers. In the next video, we will examine customer complaining behavior.